Welcome to Husky Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Cowboys ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Running inside, it's Johnson. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Huskies, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking deep. Got it down the field. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The give, it's Johnson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Back to throw, it's Hughes. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
3rd and 3. Pulls and fired complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15.
Because it's 6 in the morning, boy. That's why.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. On the move, it's Harris. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
To throw, it's Hughes. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Trying to pound their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Here's a little room there. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Husky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People try to catch him. They didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield, it's Hughes. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
On the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Huskies. Strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Right on the money. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor on this drive.
Makes the grab in their space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hughes. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go right back to the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Got a man. It's Bryant. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw again. On target. Finds a crease at the 20. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Touchdown, Northern Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man, it's Hughes. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Hughes. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost the second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 18 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Buckeyes, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Looking to get it in.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. We're not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
He wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Husky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points. And
the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Johnson. Turning it on. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives
maybe some room here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Just one of those mistakes. It can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Using his legs, it's Harris. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Fires to the big fella. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll try to run it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wyoming!
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board. So it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Harris. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Pucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And you're either a playmaker or you're not, and this guy just finds a way to make plays. He's going to make it happen, whether it's first, second, third, or like this in fourth down. He makes plays for his team when they need him, gets the big fourth down conversion.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes. But, man, you love a QB that on third down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And a few anxious moments, but the Hands team is able to fall on it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed.
Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now facing a 3rd and long. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are.